Mathilde Loisel was a beautiful young woman who lived a simple life with her husband. Her husband worked as a clerk in a government office. Mathilde was not happy with her ordinary life. She dreamed of a rich and luxurious lifestyle. She wanted beautiful clothes, expensive jewelry, a large house, and a life full of comfort. One day, her husband came home happily with an invitation to a grand evening party. Her husband showed her the invitation and said, "Look, Mathilde, I have brought an invitation to a wonderful party. We have been invited to an important event." Instead of being happy, Mathilde became upset. She looked at her husband sadly and said, "What am I supposed to wear to such a grand party? I don't have a beautiful dress." Her husband tried to make her feel better. He asked, how much would a suitable dress cost? Mathilde told him the amount she needed. Her husband had been saving money for something he wanted to buy, but he decided to give his savings to Mathilde so she could buy a beautiful dress. Mathilde bought the dress, but she was still unhappy. Her husband looked at her and asked, "What is wrong now?" Mathilde replied sadly, "I don't have any jewelry. I will look poor among all those rich women." Her husband thought for a moment and then suggested, "Why don't you visit your friend Madame Forestier? She has many beautiful jewels. You can borrow something from her." Mathilde liked the idea and went to Madame Forestier's house. Madame Forestier welcomed her warmly. When Mathilde explained why she had come, Madame Forestier opened her jewelry box and said, "Of course, choose anything you like." Mathilde looked at several beautiful pieces of jewelry. Suddenly, she noticed a magnificent diamond necklace. Mathilde pointed at the necklace and asked, "This one, may I borrow this necklace?" Madame Forestier smiled and replied, "Certainly. You can take it." Mathilde was extremely happy. She finally had a beautiful necklace to wear with her new dress. On the evening of the party, Mathilde looked elegant and beautiful. Everyone noticed her. She was admired by the guests, and she danced happily throughout the evening. For a few hours, Mathilde felt as if she were living the luxurious life she had always dreamed about. Late that night, Mathilde and her husband returned home. As soon as Mathilde looked in the mirror, she suddenly realized something terrible. Mathilde cried out, "The necklace! It's gone!" Her husband became worried and immediately asked, "Are you sure you had it when you left the party?" Mathilde replied, "Yes, I remember wearing it when we left." Her husband searched through her clothes and their home. Mathilde also searched everywhere, but the necklace was nowhere to be found. Her husband went back along the route they had taken and searched the streets. He also tried to find out whether anyone had returned the necklace, but there was no news. After searching everywhere, they finally understood that the necklace was truly lost. Her husband told Mathilde that they would have to replace it. They searched for a necklace that looked exactly like the lost one. Finally, they found a similar necklace that cost 36,000 francs. The price was enormous for them. Her husband used the money he had saved and borrowed the rest from different people. They bought the replacement necklace and returned it to Madame Forestier. Mathilde did not tell her friend that she had lost the original necklace. From that moment, their comfortable life came to an end. They moved into a small and cheap home. Mathilde had to do all the difficult household work herself. She washed clothes, cleaned the house, carried water, went shopping, and worked hard every day. Her husband also worked long hours and took extra work at night to earn more money. They spent 10 long years working hard and paying back the money they had borrowed. During those years, Matilda's life became completely different. The young woman who had once dreamed of luxury became tired and aged because of her difficult life. Finally, after 10 years of hardship, they paid off the entire debt. One day, Matilda was walking along the street when she saw Madame Forestier. Matilda decided to speak to her. Madame Forestier looked at her but did not recognize her. She asked, "Excuse me, but do I know you?" Matilda replied, "It is me, Matilda Loisel." Madame Forestier was surprised by how much Matilda had changed. Matilda then decided to tell her the truth. Matilda said, "Do you remember the necklace you lent me for the party? I lost it." Madame Forestier looked shocked and replied, "But you returned it to me." Matilda explained, "Yes, I returned another necklace that looked exactly like it. We spent 10 years paying for it." Madame Forestier was deeply surprised. She looked at Matilda and said, "Oh, my poor Matilda, my necklace was only imitation jewelry. It was not a real diamond necklace. It was worth only about 500 francs. Matilda was completely shocked. She suddenly realized that she and her husband had spent 10 years of their lives working and suffering to replace a necklace that had never been genuinely valuable. The story ends with a powerful lesson. Matilda had wanted to look rich and beautiful in front of others, but her desire for luxury brought her years of hardship. The story teaches us that we should not judge our happiness by wealth, appearance, or expensive things. We should be honest, grateful for what we have, and careful about pretending to be something we are not.